I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, I'm Rachel Helfenstein.
And I'm Katana Lapp.
Show choir will meet this Friday, January 6th at 2:15 in Mr. Leidy's room.
Beta Club will meet next Tuesday, January 10th at 2:15 in Mr. Leidy's room.
If you are interested in playing boys or girls tennis this spring, there will be an informational meeting on Tuesday, January 12th after school in Miss Trimmer's room.
Grad night tickets will go on sale Monday, January 23rd through Friday, January 27th in the cafeteria during both lunches. This is the only week tickets will be sold. Grad night will be at Busch Gardens this year on Friday, April 21st. The cost is $70. This covers your ticket, meal voucher, and transportation on the charter bus.
Tutorial is starting Tuesday, January 10th. Transportation will be provided.
Don't forget the Movie on the Lawn event is tonight at 6:30 p.m. on the practice football field. Admission is free and concessions will be sold.
If you want to start taking your Chromebook home, you'll be able to start next week, but only if you follow these next steps.
You must turn in a signed permission slip to Mrs. Box that says you can take your Chromebook home. You can get one from the office or from Mrs. Box. You don't have to buy insurance, but it is highly recommended. You must come see Mrs. Box to make sure that the Chromebook you have is the one that is actually assigned to you. There have been a lot of mix-ups throughout the year, and we need to make sure you're taking the right Chromebook home.
And finally, you have to wait for your charger to be removed from your Chrome Home cart. When you go to see Miss Box, she will get your charger removed and labeled by the end of that day.
Please come see Mrs. Box during lunch if you're interested in taking your Chromebook home. Even if you already turned your permission slip and you need to come see Mrs. Box before you take your Chromebook home.
We want to say a happy birthday to Cutler Mings, Teresa Ruiz, Jessica Arnold, and Brianna Hodges.
And that's it for today. See you tomorrow.
Good Friday morning, OHS. We're all three back together, I think, for the first time in 2017. This wasn't planned. I guess we're starting to think alike. I guess we got some shout outs to some teams that have been playing. I mean, I know the girls had a tough game last night. They kept it close with Sebastian, but they fought hard the whole game and ended up a little short, but that's fine. Soccer team won some big games. I'm sure you guys maybe talked about that. No, because it was wrong. So Moorhaven, we blew Moorhaven out. It's my understanding, both sides. So next week you need to pay attention because I think it's Thursday that it's girls soccer senior night. So it's the senior soccer girls last night at OHS Brahman Stadium. So makes the shirts even more relevant. Seniors, I want to talk to you again because right here you have less than 5 months left because this year you graduate in May. It's not June, so we're not even talking about the J word. So less than 5 months, okay, a semester left. And I talk about this is your first day of the second semester the other day, but I want you to make sure you realize you have to still take care of business. The classes you need to graduate, you need to pass. You can't get into credit retrieval until you actually fail a class. That's what I need you to understand. Because some of you guys think, well, if I just start failing, they'll just go ahead and put me in Plato because at the end of the day, they want me to graduate. Well, if you remember last year as juniors, I did say to the seniors last year, and we had several of them that had to do it, was you can still graduate from summer school in June, okay? You still can graduate in June. Now, we don't have some big fancy ceremony. We don't have everybody walking across the stage shaking hands. When you're done, we just give you your diploma. But you're not at the Ag Center in May. And that is the key. We want no empty seats in May. Okay, we don't want people having to graduate in June. So no June graduates this year is what we're looking for. So stay focused, stay on top of things. English 4, government, economics, those things you have to have. If you have a stray PE credit or something you need for graduation, you are the one at this point that needs to know exactly what you need to do. If you don't know exactly where you're at, wow, at this point. Okay, so stay on top of that, stay focused. We'll keep reminding you. And I appreciate the ones that we don't have to remind, because that means you're probably ready for the world, and we'll still get the rest of these guys ready to go, so that in May, when you graduate, you are ready to take care and handle your business. I'm good.
All right, this announcement is a repeat of information in the hopes that at some point it is going to sink in. Dual enrollment students, if you have textbooks out from previous semesters, you will not be issued your new textbooks until you return those to the OHS library. Ms. Bryant will be scanning those in. She has been working her tail off, so you all need to say a big thank you to Ms. Bryant and her library aides for getting your dual enrollment books done a whole day early, so they are ready to pick up today. Swing by there at some point today if you have all of your textbooks turned in, and pick them up for the new semester. Just a PSA announcement here, our math textbooks for dual enrollment, they have not yet come in. We will let your professor know, so you believe me, you will not be the only one showing up without a book. Hopefully those will be in on Monday, and then we'll get those barcoded and get them in your hands as soon as possible, so don't panic. Tonight, Movie on the Lawn, it is a free event. Come out and come out and have a good time, I guess. Come watch the movie Central Intelligence, but bring some money because concessions will be open. It will be cold. Dress appropriately.
It's a hot chocolate kind of night, isn't it?
Oh,
yes. I'm all about that tonight. Shout out to the JV boys soccer. If you have been paying attention, they are 9-0, having an undefeated season thus far. So, and they had to actually, their game earlier this week, they had to come from behind. They were a little rusty over break and pull it out. So a little perseverance there to keep that streak alive. So special shout out to them. Flex passes. Everything that's been turned in up through yesterday afternoon is done. So if you turned in a form yesterday or the day before, see Miss Zip Martoni in the front office to get your Flex pass. It is ready to go. The rest of you, and there's still a lot of kids out there that need those, we need those forms like yesterday, okay? Because there's going to be coming in a day really soon next week where you're not getting out the gate without it. So get those forms back, or Mr. Ream's going to put you on lockdown. Get them back to us as soon as you can. And shout out to Ryan Chesser. He has a very eloquent little quote on the wall in Miss Box's room. I was just reading a minute ago. So ask Ryan about what he wrote on Miss Box's wall. I think it's a very nice statement from a very nice senior.
Seniors, I know you're going to be just crushed by this, but we will not have the senior assembly third hour today. I think these two might have threw it out there the other day that we were planning down that road, but we don't have final GPAs from the first semester tallied and calculated yet, ready to go. Everything will roll over in Skyward once we're sure we have all of the grades in, even the dual enrollment, everything. So we're hoping to have that today, so we can kind of play with some numbers this weekend and early next week. So we're not just going to get you down to the lecture hall just only to sit there to sign the gown. Signing the gown's a big deal, but we also want to recognize some people while we're down there too. So we will not meet today, but we will tell you in the near future when we will all get together and sign those commitment banners for the underclassmen and sign that graduation gown that Miss Sills will wear in when? May.